Okay, and we are over here by the White Spring to check out another great float. I got my friend Wreck-It Renee with me for this one. We've been having such a good time at the parade. Renee, how are you enjoying the parade so far?
I mean, the floats have been amazing. I haven't seen a single one that didn't deserve to be featured in this parade. You guys are doing awesome.
Absolutely, so much community spirit. It's been great. You know, for a great float, what do you look for?
Honestly, I think lighting and making it flashy is very important. We want to see the celebration from afar. Also, I like moving parts that go with floats, like animatronics, turrets, get some robots in there, just showing life.
Oh, totally agree. Well, I'm really excited about this next one. This is from the MODUS Files podcast. Oh, there's Lawrence. How are you doing, Lawrence?
I'm doing great this evening. How about yourself?
Oh, just amazing. We are having an awesome parade so far. Let me tell you, just celebrating with the entire community like this has been great. So you're known as the operative on the MODUS Files, and of course you're on your Colonel Valeria character. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your podcast and what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. So the MODUS Files uses the base story of Fallout 76, but we tell it from the standpoint of the bad guys, with the plot being survivors from Vault 76 find the White Spring, they find MODUS, they decide that it's a really great place to restart the Enclave. So we've spent, the last 2 seasons really kind of following the story of Fallout 76, but really telling it from our perspective. And we started out really small, but now we have a cast of a couple of dozen people that are part of it, and it's just been a great way to get the community really kind of as part of our story and really be able to contribute. So it's been really great. And again, telling a very interesting story from the perspective of what everybody would expect to be the bad guys.
So that is fantastic. Well, I'm biased, but it's a wonderful podcast. I hope everyone checks it out. And now we are checking out your float. Taking a look here. Oh, check it out. Renee, they've got some animatronics.
I see, and I'm very happy about that. This looks amazing. The fireworks, great touch.
Down the side, I really like these treads too. Is this like a tank?
Yeah, so actually Chris, One Wall Comedy, a wonderful member of our cast, actually helped us put this together. So Chris, do you want to kind of explain a little bit about how you put this together for us?
Yeah, I imagined, what if the new Enclave were tasked with building this float themselves? How would they represent it?
Awesome.
So this is, of course, the treads come in from armored carriers, for terrain traversal. And then the float is designed to represent Enclave, obviously, the spirit of America with all the red, white, and blue, especially the lights behind the flags.
The Enclave is nothing if not patriotic. They're the new Enclave. Right. So I'm checking out here. We've got a couple of sections on the float. Here on the side, oh, hey, Chris, I see you there with the sparklers. And is that Stein in the background? Hey, Stein.
How's it going, everyone?
Going great. So here, this is the science lab. Okay, I really like this. And the Enclave power armor, of course.
You got it. We wanted advanced weaponry to be shown off, of course, with advanced power armor. That's the Enclave, only the finest to equip their troops with, right? Only the finest in what they had pre-war and what they've developed over time off of those designs.
Absolutely. And in the back, we've got Valeria's office. And what is this on the other side? Renee, did you see these? It looks like mutant hounds. Oh my gosh, we've got the jumping Lilith mutant's hounds.
That would be Lilith with her pet mutant hounds in her own private lab.
Gotta love our wonderful little carnivore.
So I'm coming around the side, all the flags. I noticed that they're also lit up too. Are the lights behind the flags to make them shine like that?
Yes, they are. Yep, they're red and white blinking and the blue icicle.
Okay, that looks really good. And I like the lights front and back on this. The treads, may I just say the fact that you use the Enclave roofs for the treads, also very appropriate.
Yes.
And tell them about what you did in the middle there.
The spokes are ceremonial cannons. There's 16 of those.
It's like one of the coolest things I've seen.
For the lighting of the float, and you can actually see this on free cam if you want. If you actually go through the middle of the float underneath where all the decoration is, you'll see that I have a bunch of those floor decoration plasma balls in here.
Oh,
That's what's
beautiful.
giving that
Adding
purple
some
glow to
ambient
the bottom of
lighting.
the float. Yeah.
Yeah, I see them on the treads. I'm in on these spokes now. Okay, let's go in. And yes, in free cam, you can jump right into the float, which is beautiful. Oh, look at this, the inner workings of the Enclave, or at least their float. Look at all these cannons. That is fantastic. What a clever idea. And there's the plasma balls. Yeah, such a great lighting trick. Renee, anything else on this float catch your eye?
I am honestly, I can't stop staring at the treads and the cannons. It looks so good.
Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
definitely worked a lot on this.
They are
No, it looks
so good.
so good, and it encapsulates the podcast greatly, and the Enclave and everything. Like it's awesome. This is a great float.
So we
Thank you
can't
very much.
neglect your concession section over here too, because over
No,
here
no, you
waiting
must see
patiently, it looks like this is Chrissy, Trader Red herself. How are you doing?
That's right.
I'm doing just fine. I'm really excited actually that the lighting is at nighttime because this thing looks so much better. I mean, it's amazing, but it looks so great at night.
Before we finish up here, one thing we've been asking everyone, Lawrence, is if they have like a favorite memory from Fallout, or if they want to talk about what Fallout means to them.
Yeah, absolutely. So the story, and I've told this a couple of times before, but this is near and dear to my heart. I was always a single player person. I never really was part of a community, and I didn't know how I was going to deal with 76. And really, for the first year of this game, that's how I played. One day, I was coming back to my camp, and my camp had been damaged. There were some walls that had been destroyed, and there was a person who was there who was on area mic, and he was repairing my walls, and he was talking about, oh, this is great. This guy's with the Enclave. I love the Enclave. And I took a chance, and I got onto my mic, and we started talking, and that person just happened to be Tim Young, who at the time was just developing the character of Lilith, his OC, and I was just developing my character, which ended up being Colonel Valeria. And that night was the beginning of all of this. The MODUS Files wouldn't have existed or wouldn't be here today if I hadn't taken the chance to join the community of Fallout 76. And it has led me not only to have Tim as like my best friend now, but all of the people who are here, Payne, Chrissy, Chris, yourself, all of the members of the cast. Fallout 76 has really given me a new life, a creative outlet that I never would have had before. So kudos to Bethesda for doing this, and kudos to everyone in the community, because that's what Fallout 76 means to me.
Well, and kudos to you, Lawrence, for all you've done. Well, thank you so much for showing us your float. I want to say thank you to you, Lawrence. Thank you to everybody else here. We've got Chris, One Wall Comedy. We've got Tech Dane, Payne the Great, aka King. You guys have been awesome. And of course, Wreck-It Renee. Renee, are you ready to go see some more float?
Let's go.
Let's go.